news. Johnny's going to join us. We'll get into the NBA here in just a second. Then don't forget celebrity birthdays.
A good one, by the way.
And so much more. Joining us right now. We good to go? Yes, we are. Okay, this is fantastic. And we really appreciate you coming on. The newest member of your Oakland Athletics broadcast team, the one, the only Johnny Doskow. Johnny, it's Dave. It's Jason. Good morning and congratulations.
Gentlemen, it is great to talk to you. Believe me, I hit the fast track, guys. 30 years. You know I was on the fast track.
Yes. Overnight success.
I think more importantly, before we start really going backwards and forwards on your career here, our guy Jay wants to know, Johnny, have you ever been to a steak escape before in a mall? Have you ever heard of it?
You know what? In desperate times, I think, you know what? I have heard of steak escape. I have had it. And you know what? Honestly, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We figured in your minor league travels, you guys have some interesting journeys. You've probably hit just about anywhere in America and everywhere in America.
It's so many different spots, especially A-ball and AAA. It's so many different restaurants, so many different places. Some good, some bad, but no quite. I'm sure I've hit a steak escape, and I remember it. I don't know if I remember it fondly, but I'm sure I crossed it for sure.
Johnny, we're so happy for you and so proud of you. You've been doing this for the River Cats forever now and done such a wonderful job. It's obviously bittersweet for River Cats fans. I'd love to see you go, but at the same time, you are synonymous with the River Cats and all that. One question that's been kind of floating around, and I don't know, I apologize if this hasn't been worked out. I think in the release it said you were going to do somewhere around 50 games this year. So are you going to be splitting time, or how is that working out?
Dave, I think what they're doing, I'm doing like mostly the games when Korak doesn't travel east. So I'll be doing the games in, I'll be doing St. Louis series in Detroit, Toronto, Boston, those series, mostly Pittsburgh. And then I'll fill in, I think 3 TV games maybe, and then some pre and post and some A's cast and kind of little Sean Figgins role, doing a little bit of everything. So it's going to be kind of cool, man. Like I'm so used to doing 140, 150 games a year that it will be different, but I'm just so happy to be a part of it, man. It's amazing. It's to get there after this long. Guys don't usually get in. People don't usually get in at 56. So to get in, be a rookie at 56 I'm just really grateful, man. I'm just really grateful. It's going to be strange not doing a whole bunch of games, but I'll enjoy the games I'm doing for sure. And I'm glad to just be a part of it,
It's obviously something you've been chasing, and you had a foot in the door a couple different times on small opportunities, but now here's a much bigger opportunity. What excites you the most, Johnny, about this chance?
Well, Jason, I think just being around big league baseball every day, watching big league games every day. AAA is a really solid brand of baseball, but to watch the top level every single day, I think that's what I'm most excited about. And to be a part of this crew, you guys know just how great the broadcasters are for the A's. Catronio, class act, Ken Korak's great. With Glenn and Dallas, I'm excited about seeing those guys. Jessica Kleinschmidt, Cody and Townie, just the whole crew is just welcoming and warm, and be able to talk big league baseball every day with those guys and girls. I'm elated. I can't wait.
Johnny Doskow joining us, newest member of the Oakland A's broadcast crew, and I know that has to feel good to hear. Johnny, in my mind, I'd love to think that, Mark Kotze called you into his office. Hey, sat you down. Hey, kid, you're going to. Then there was like 3 camera angles and all that. Obviously, it's not the same as they probably do it a little bit different for broadcasters and players. But did you have an idea? Did you have an inkling? Did the call come out of the blue? Please tell us how you figured out you were a major league broadcaster.
Yeah, it was funny. I've been talking I kind of reached out to Dallaire, the decision maker, a couple of years ago, and I said I have this idea about kind of filling in for you guys here and there, and it didn't really come to fruition. They were using a bunch of different guys over the last few years. It was great because the A's are so wonderful about using their minor league system with broadcasters. I mean, this year they used Jesse, who was in Lansing. They used pretty much all their minor league announcers to do games. So they had a bunch of fill-ins, but I think they wanted just a little more stability with that backup role. And so it kind of fit. I think it fit well for me to be with the A's. So he reached out in the fall, the Laird did and say, we may have something for you. I have no promises, but we may have created a position for you. So that's kind of how it all went down. And then we kind of went back and forth, and then finally it just came to fruition. And here we are. So yeah, it wasn't like the call up. I remember when I was in 2012, when they gave me those 34 games when Korak was out with the knee replacement, that was literally a call up because Ken Priest brought me into Bob Melvin's office. Bob Melvin wasn't there, but Billy Bean was in there, and he said, hey, we may need you to do some games. And that was where I just lost it because he talked about Fenway Park, and I started bawling. So that was like a call-up where in spring training. But this one was a little more, kind of came a little more slowly, organically. And so it wasn't really like a traditional call-up. But I always dream about that. I think, what if I was called up just like the players? Get me off and call up, So it's pretty neat.
So, in your journey doing this so long, you obviously have a team of supporters that have probably chased this dream with you. So, who's maybe besides, your close family, who's one of the people along the way that you couldn't wait to tell that you got this opportunity?
Rob Fukuzaki, who does the sports, Eyewitness News, Channel 7 Eyewitness News Sports. He was my college roommate, and he got his break at 22. So I was about 34 years after him, but he got his break at 22 when he was in Hawaii. And a guy, the general manager of the TV station, saw him and said, "That's my guy." So he got the job in LA at 22 years old. But he was the guy I really wanted to. He was a play-by-play guy in college, and he really was excited for me. So he did a little feature on me a couple nights ago. But that was the guy I really was excited to tell. But everybody in my family and friends and all the players have reached out through the years, and the coaches. It's just been kind of overwhelming. It's like going to your funeral before you die, people saying stuff. So it was pretty wild to hear all the things that people said. And I was really touched by a lot of them, just listeners through the years, and players and coaches and fans. It's been a really cool experience. And I think because I'm older, so many people through the years, guys, right? I mean, 30 years, think about it. 30 years in the minor leagues, you talk to a lot of people. So there's a lot of people to thank. Pretty fun.
Last thing for you, Johnny, as we're talking to Johnny Doskow, newly minted Oakland Athletics broadcaster. Last thing, it's a tough question, but I'm going to make it easier for you. I'm going to take the people you work with, and I'm going to take the fans completely out of the equation. Other than that, what are you going to miss most about working minor league baseball?
There's just something special about the dailiness of minor league baseball and the promotions and just being on the road and just there's something special about being with the team too, because you're kind of a rock and roll band of 30, 35 people, right? It's in the big leagues, it's a little separate with the media and everything. In the minor leagues, you're all together and you travel. Your traveling party is pretty close. So I think that particular thing I'll miss, and just I don't know, man. Just the River Cats. That was 22 years. That was my home for 22 years. So it was strange Monday not getting in the car and driving to Sutter Elk Park. It was really odd. I told my wife, I was like, I was getting ready to get in the car and go to Sutter Elk Park, and I'm not. So just being around those people and being around, there are a lot of things I'll miss about minor league baseball for sure, but I'm definitely happy to be in the big leagues too. So it is. You said bittersweet for River Cat fans. It's a little strange for me too. It's odd not going and taking that trip down 50 to go to the ballpark. I'll miss it.
Well, heartfelt congratulations from everybody. There's nobody out there that's like, oh man, Johnny got that job. Like, everyone's so happy for you. And we have Ken, the legendary Ken Korak, on throughout the summer. We want to throw our hat in the ring with your agent right now. I know they have to work out terms and all that, but at some point we'd love to have you visit with us this summer and talk A's baseball.
Oh my gosh, anytime, guys. I'm psyched. I'm psyched to talk to you guys. I would love that. Seriously, anytime.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks, guys.
Take care. That's just the nicest guy.
I mean, and now it's got to be like Johnny Doskow press box out there.
Yeah.
I mean, all the years of work at River Cats. Yeah. I mean, man, that's great. A rookie at 56. I love
rookie,
how he called
how you know what?
That's awesome.
And I'm not trying to be over whatever because we love him. Like, that's a movie.
Absolutely.
That is a movie. Yeah. 56 years old.
What he just talked, it was really good. Is the guy he mentioned, I didn't know was his roommate, Rob Fuzik. I'm going to That's his last name. But
Yeah.
it was a broadcaster in LA. I remember seeing him years ago down there.
Wow.
He got his break at 22. Here's Johnny. I mean, he had other breaks, but like
Right.
his big ones at 56. The career path is different for everybody.
Good for Johnny. Not, he didn't, not that there's anything wrong with this, but he didn't go from place to place. He
Right.
sat right here
Yeah.
and arguably the marquee minor league baseball
Sure.
job.